Good morning, adventurers.
Good morning.
We just came up to the rooftop pool this morning. They have this insane infinity pool at the condo that we're staying at. Check out this epic view. This is just stupid.
I mean, I guess I'll take it if I have to.
Unfortunately, it's a little hazy. We're not sure if it's smog or fog, but it adds like a nice little ambiance to the city. Yeah,
but luckily the first day we got here, there was a huge storm that came through and you couldn't even see this building because, or the KL tower, because the clouds were so thick, it was nuts.
Yeah, but and you can see lightning striking it. It was amazing.
Was amazing from up here.
And those are the Petronas towers over here. So this is pretty much one of the best views you can get from an infinity pool, I think, because you can see like all the classic landmarks.
So we're in it now.
Yeah, and this one, you can see that if you look over the edge, it goes to this little thing, but that's it. Yeah. After that, that's just the edge.
That's it.
Nice and refreshed, so I think we're gonna head down, give you guys a quick look at the place that we're staying. So this is the flat that we're staying in. It's on the 25th floor, and the pool up there was on the 50th floor, 51st floor?
51st, yeah.
So it's like twice as high as where we are now. But we have this really nice, clean vibe, and the whole thing is really well designed and has a really nice color scheme. It's got kind of these subtle greens and subtle blues and a lot of white. And of course, we've got a bit of a view. There's another condo over there, but over here, you can see a little bit of the city over there.
Let's go into our bedroom. So we've got a large, I think it's a king size bed. We can roll all around in there. Huge windows, which are nice because we're so bad at waking up, so it's nice to have the sun coming in. And then, this is a really cool part. The bathroom is kind of hidden, so you go back through this like closet corridor, and then, dun dun dun, look at this, you guys. It's huge and clean and beautiful and bright. It's maybe one of the classiest tubs I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's really nice with this window because it's fogged, so you can't see out of it. It just creates this like nice white glow in the room. Yeah. It's very cool. And of course, we have the kitchen, which is kind of attached to the living room, which has a nice, clean, white, solid vibe. And there's this huge full-length mirror on the wall, which is really interesting. It takes a little bit of getting used to because every time you look over, you think you kind of see someone else because it looks like it's an extension of the room. But I think the reason they do that is because it makes the room seem a lot bigger. And this is the second bedroom where Mr. Nikita is staying. Ta-da!
Hey guys, just taking a little nap.
Have you been feeling better?
Yeah, I do feel better.
This boy was sick for a little while.
Yeah, for a couple days I was out of commission, but I might try some real food today and see where he takes me.
He's actually got a pretty nice view in here. You can see a bit more of the city. Check that out. But yeah, we are absolutely starving, so we're gonna head out and see if we can find some more Malaysian food to try. This is actually our last day here in KL. We're gonna be heading up to Penang tomorrow. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Penang, yeah. So we ended up finding a little place that was just a short walk from where we're staying. They have this buffet style setup over there, so we just picked a few good looking items. So I ended up getting this delicious looking piece of fried chicken here in the front. Since it's a late breakfast for us, we saw this egg dish. It's covered in some dark sauce. I'm no idea what it is yet, but it looks really good. And then some fish over here to the right, and in the back there is some nice looking spinach. And Allison pretty much got the same thing, except what's this one in the front?
I have no idea. I thought it was maybe potatoes, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, it looks like potatoes. It could be. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about this because number one, I'm extremely hungry, and number two, this is just like a food adventure because all the stuff up there is foreign to us. And
it's completely unlabeled. We have no idea if it's spicy, if it's sweet, if it's actually potatoes or fruit, maybe? I don't know. Yeah. We also got white coffee, which we have not had yet, but this is a very popular coffee here. So I read that the beans are mixed with margarine, I believe, or roasted with margarine, and then they add condensed milk, so it's going to be really sweet. We asked for just a little bit of condensed milk because you guys know us. Sweet is not our friend really sometimes, but
I'm excited to give this a try. I've seen it everywhere.
Oh, it's warm down there.
Oh yeah, it's warm at the bottom and cold at the top where the ice is.
Ooh, but it's creamy.
Dude, we asked for a little sweet and it's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
But dang, it's tasty.
It almost tastes like chocolate milk or something.
Yeah. If I didn't know better, I would just say it was chocolate milk with maybe a little bit of a coffee flavor in it.
It's delightful.
Oh, that's very nice. This was one ringgit 50.
Yeah,
right?
which is about 30 cents.
Yeah, 30 cents.
35 cents.
Yeah, 35 cents. So extremely affordable coffee. But the real reason we came here was to try this dish.
Yes, this little guy is nasi lemak, and it's coconut rice wrapped in a bamboo leaf, and I think that's how it's cooked. It's like steamed in there maybe. But it's a traditional breakfast food, and I think the national dish of Malaysia.
Yeah, that's what we read.
Yeah, so we've normally seen it, it comes on a plate, and they usually plate it for you. It's in the middle, and you get like chicken and some stewed veggies, I think, and all kinds of stuff. But here, they just gave it to us in the banana leaf, so we got to arrange our own plate, which I think is kind of cool. Whoa!
Right.
Oh man, okay. So I guess this is kind of like what you're supposed to get.
Yeah,
That's
it's like
awesome.
a lighter
They did
version
all
of
in
it.
one. Yeah. How cool.
So this is the nasi lemak. You get that big fat egg on the top. That's really good. The paste on the top there gives it a bit of a spiciness. And then you have the coconut flavor is very, very soft. So it kind of cuts the spiciness, but you still get a nice little kick to it. It's really good, pretty good flavor.
The sauce is even, it's almost like a spaghetti sauce, like a spicy spaghetti sauce
Yeah, I definitely get that.
with the coconut rice. Not two things I would have ever thought to put together, but it's really yummy.
All right, since this is our breakfast, you got to try the egg first.
Okay. They have some really dark sauces here in Malaysia, I'm finding.
Yeah.
Like dark, thick, gooey ones. They look awesome. Oh man. That's just delicious. It's like salty and sweet.
Is it spicy at all?
No.
Usually when something's brown like this, we're finding that it's usually not spicy.
No, it hasn't been too bad. That is really good. And even though the egg is not like fresh, it's still crispy and yummy.
This egg is pretty damn good. You can see that it's not really super runny. It's almost kind of like caramelized or something, or congealed or something in there, which sounds really gross, but it's actually really nice.
This is the mystery vegetable.
It looks like a potato. Yeah, that's what we're thinking it is.
Oh.
Is it bomb?
Yeah.
It looks
It's
bomb.
a potato. I think it might have the same or similar sauce as the egg on it. And then it's got more veggies and some chilies mixed in there, so it's a little spicy. Ooh, buddy. I think this is the first potato other than like French fries I've had in like months maybe.
Last but not least, I'm gonna give this chicken a try. This looks pretty freaking good.
Looks nice and crispy.
Smells delicious. Yep, it's pretty much perfect. My fear with stuff like this is that it's just been sitting out for a little while, but I don't think it's been sitting out for that long. There's a lot of people here going through all that food, but it's really juicy inside of there, and it's got a ton of flavor in the skin that's all baked in there. It's pretty freaking delicious.
We came to the, what is it? I forgot what it's called. We came to Kuala Lumpur's huge aviary, but I got a little confused. It said free flight aviary, which I misread and thought it was just free aviary. And it is not. It's 67 ringgit, which is, what, like 15 USD?
We've been trying to set ourselves like a daily budget to be a little bit more cost conscious, a little bit more responsible, but that will completely shatter our daily budget, so unfortunately we cannot go.
But the aviary is in this huge park that also has a botanical garden and a butterfly garden, I guess, which the botanical one is definitely free, so I think that's where we're gonna head now, assuming this storm doesn't come for us.
Hey buddy. Guys, we found more monkeys. Doesn't this guy just look so wise? He looks like a wise old man.
It looks like he's about to give us a quest item.
it out. This plant is really cool. If you touch it, then it kind of goes into this like defensive position and curls up. Isn't that cool? It's really neat. It is pretty nice to get out of the city. We were talking about how much fresher the air is out here. We were just talking this morning about how when you're in the city, if you really think about it, you can almost feel the heaviness of the air, and like if you can smell all the stuff, the exhaust and fumes and stuff in the air.
Well, this is technically smack dab in the middle of the city, but the park is so huge that you feel like you're on the outskirts.
Yeah, it's noticeably fresher, although it is crazy humid. And I feel like it's gotten more humid as we've gotten into the park, so I'm sweating.
The thunder's getting a little bit louder, the skies are getting a little darker. I think it's coming for us.
So we were pretty exhausted after hanging out at the park and walking all day. So we decided to just hit the store and come back and make something. Or Allison was gonna make something on her own, but what did you end up making?
I don't know. I don't know the name of it. We got this like creamy coconut sauce in a packet the other day, and it ended up being pretty good. So we got noodles, I got some of that, extra coconut milk, and then a bunch of veggies. That
we didn't have a plate to mix.
Yeah, it wasn't big enough, so I did them separate. But it smells
so good.
Really good.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty good.
Yeah.
I think. But yeah, this is our last day in KL. We're heading up to Penang tomorrow.
Yes.
And we are just now booking our tickets
booking
for tomorrow.
our train tickets, and we just booked our Airbnb a couple hours ago, so we're on it, guys. Yeah. And eventually we'll make our way to Singapore, but we also don't have plans for when that will happen or how. So stay tuned, I guess. Good night, adventurers.
We'll see you on the road.